The goal was to try to find out how to measure the temperature of the interest among the business owners and among the community for these important issues that affect everything that we do. If you think about the areas in the country where the communities are suffering, it's because their business communities are not strong. The business communities support everything. In fact, I was just having a conversation with Winnie Comstock about how if you go, all the nonprofits, all the hundreds and thousands of nonprofits that do so many good things in our communities, you know who sponsors those nonprofits? It's business owners. And when the business owners are pinched by government with all these fees and all these taxes and all these regulations and all this bureaucracy, when they don't have a sustainable bottom line, they don't have the money to be able to support these nonprofits that do the really hard work in our communities, making our communities great and improving the quality of life in our communities. You have to connect the dots to understand how important a strong business community is. And right now, our government sees the business community as an ongoing cash register. It's a source of revenue. And instead of facilitating the opportunity for their businesses to grow, they're doing everything that they can do to strangle them, and that's why they're leaving the state at the highest numbers ever recorded. Every single one of them is affected because, remember, the employees are hoping that if they are loyal to their company, that they're going to get a pay raise, or they're going to get a promotion, or maybe a little bit more money in their 401k, or some healthcare benefits. Well, when the businesses are taxed at a higher level, when there's additional fees, when there's regulations that are strangling them, that impacts their bottom line. When their bottom line is impacted, it's a direct impact on the employees that are looking for that opportunity to move up. So what was really great about this event was so many business owners were here understanding that maybe they need to start being part of the solution. It's easy to hope that somebody else is going to take care of that problem. But now we've got to get business owners and their employees to understand that they need to be part of the solution, and how do they do that? So we're going to create some tools and some workshops to educate them, to make it really easy for them to identify if their elected officials are voting in their best interest. And you watch, as soon as the voices get louder, as soon as the legislators across the street start hearing from these business owners, those folks don't even think anybody's paying attention. So they can do whatever the heck they want because nobody's paying attention. Well, they're going to be paying attention soon, and the voices are going to grow louder. And when those voices grow louder and those legislators realize there's going to be a price to pay if they don't start working really hard on pro-business policy, when that happens, you're going to see a sea change. It's going to happen in California because the business owners and the employees are going to join the Army, and it's going to be fun. Well, the first thing, which was the most important, was the split roll property tax initiative, because the legislators are figuring it's going to be pretty easy to get all the homeowners to want to let the big property owners pay the tab. That way they won't have to worry about Prop 13 affecting the residential community. But what they don't understand is government never is satisfied. I mean, they always need more money. So as soon as they get the commercial side, the split roll on the commercial side done, they're going to be coming back for the rest of us. So the best way to protect the residential Property 13 is to protect the commercial side of it. We need to keep it intact. We need to work together. We need to send a message, this isn't going to stand. All the money is flowing to the pensions. That's where the money's going. They don't report it that way, but the pensions are the big elephant in the room. And the pension liability is something they don't want to talk about, but it's impacting all of the local governments. All the local governments that have to contribute money that would normally be spent on roads, on public service, on infrastructure, all the things that we're impacted with that we have to worry about every day, those dollars are going to support the pensions. And it's unsustainable. I don't really know what the answer is going to be, but it's not going to be split roll property tax. That's not where the money's going to come from. Well, the importance is being able to leverage resources. So Pro Small Biz California is not like NFIB. They're a membership-based organization, and so is Howard Jarvis. So they have members that pay a fee, and that supports their ability to go out and do legislative advocacy across the street at the Capitol. Pro Small Biz California, we're more of a facilitator. So we're going to go out, we're going to educate the business owners and their employees, but we're going to bring the resources of Howard Jarvis, the resources of NFIB. We're going to bring those resources to those small business owners. So there's a continuum of education and support that happens. And we're really excited about the way the Chamber of Commerce has embraced us. We now have 5 affiliated chambers who have adopted us as part of their program. And that's where all the business owners go, not all of them, but we need to get more business owners to join the chamber. And we need to help the chamber do a better job of protecting the interest of their members so that they will stay members feeling like they're getting a good ROI, a good return on the investment of their membership. There's a lot of young organizations now that are springing up on college campuses, and we're hoping that we might be able to grow some business-oriented millennial groups. Because this is what I'll tell you about the millennials. I have not talked to one yet that believes that Social Security is going to be available for them. In fact, even the government is telling us that by 2025, it'll be heading deep south in the red, and by 2032, the Social Security system will be broke. Now, that's before you're retiring. That's before you're retiring. And so, what is the solution? Well, I think the solution is the partial privatization of Social Security. So this is an issue that I'm going to be bringing to some of the young millennial organizations, and they'll relate to that because right now, the money that's coming out of your paycheck, that's coming to me, baby. So you need to keep working. In fact, you need 2 jobs because I need to make sure you're making enough money to cover my Social Security. But who's going to take care of you? That's the question. It's your money. Don't you think some of that money should go into your own private account where you can invest it in the economy, where it can grow, and it can actually create a sensible retirement for you? You know that just a small portion of the money that's going to Social Security now could give you a benefit many, many times greater than what I'm getting right now from my Social Security. I've been paying into it my whole life. So there are some solutions. So we're going to go to the groups that are going to benefit from those solutions, and we're going to create an army of millennials. And they're going to start letting the elected officials know we need to think about privatizing Social Security. I think the only closing statement is if you're hearing this interview, we're hoping that you'll embrace Pro Small Biz California. Visit our website, prosmallbizca.org. And thank you for this wonderful opportunity to say a few words after a great event. Thank you very much.